Hello, my friends. My name is DadCraft73, and welcome back to another episode of One Man, One Mod, where we're trying to learn everything that we can about Mekanism. That is for sure and for certain. I have to be honest with you. So a couple things happened off camera. One is I died, and I'll tell you why. I was actually messing around here, chopping a tree down somewhere over there, and I heard all kinds of bad noises from down underneath the ground. Remember, this was a lake, and it had like this weird access to like a mine, and we just kind of covered it over. And I busted it open, and there were a whole bunch of mobs running around down there. I mean, not too many, but I went down in there with my stone sword, yeah, and my armor with no boots and no chest piece on. And I was fighting mobs, and I got killed by a skeleton. I would like to say that he had an enchanted bow. He did not. He's just a regular old skeleton. I'll put the hurting on me, that's for sure. So then, after I died, and I got my stuff back, and I killed the rest of the skeletons, I lit this up a little bit around here. We're going to cover this back up, but there's a bunch of resources in there that I would like to have. So we're going to go down there and take our atomic disassembler for a ride. That's for sure. Now, the second thing I need to tell you, two more things. One is I went over that way. There's a bunch of pigs. I killed them all and got a bunch of pork chops. So I have a little bit of food because fighting down there, dying, cost me some food. And then the last and final thing is I've already taken the atomic disassembler for a little ride. I wanted to save it for you, but I wanted to also get some stuff prepped for today's episode. So, you know, I kind of had to do what I had to do. So we're still using our heat generator. It's dead empty currently. I've got some power in here, but you will see our atomic disassembler is, it's fully charged. 1,000,000 joules in there, so it's clear jack full. So what I was thinking what we would do at the beginning of this episode, before we get into wind power, because that's where we're going today, for sure, we're going to address that heat generator thing. We can't just keep feeding it coal and all that kind of stuff. We gotta get some other sort of power, and we're going to do wind power, because wind power is pretty dang cool. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about the disassembler. So it's got a bunch of different modes, and to select through those modes, you hold shift and you right click. So this is the normal mode, right? It still works. Actually, it doesn't work. It's off, right? So it doesn't work when it's off. And then you've got normal mode, which is just like breaking stuff, and it's still really fast. It's got a high efficiency rating, so it's still really fast, but it's not like instant mine. It's pretty quick. And then if we right click again, we have slow mode, and this is kind of what we're normally expected or used to with, this is like diamond speed, I guess. Then we've got fast. Let's just go. Let's instant mine. All right, all of which of those things require a little bit of power. They're actually pretty power efficient, so it's not too bad. The next thing we've got is vein, and vein allows us to do stuff like this. Yeah, instant mine trees or veins of ore. Now, one thing to be aware of, it doesn't work like on regular stuff. So it doesn't like vein mine. It's still really fast, but it doesn't work on things like dirt and cobble. So when you're mining, you don't have to work. You can keep it on vein mode and just kind of go to town. And then finally, back to off. So those are the 4 settings. So shift right click allows us to go through those. I'm going to keep mine on vein. And let's go down in here and see if we can't find some resources to vein mine. Like this, watch. Bloop. Oh, here's some coal. Or some copper. Yeah. Here's some more. And now see, we can mine up and get around there. There's some of that stuff. Now, not everything will vein mine. This is rock salt from the XL Food mod, and it does not vein mine because it doesn't. The game doesn't recognize that salt as like an ore, if that makes sense. Okay, so but if we need coal, for example, this thing is on vein. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, and let's go over here maybe. Get all those guys. So it definitely is going to make mining a lot easier for us. I was trying to find like to watch. Oh, it's ridiculous. So what I did to be able to get this thing charged up, I took it into the mining dimension and ran around on the surface for a while and got tons and tons of coal off those surface veins just using the vein mine feature on it like that. So getting resources is not really going to be a problem, at least in the short term. I think we're going to be able to find enough stuff to do what we need to. Now, the other thing that I found, and it's somewhere, it's not here. Oh, let's put torches in our offhand. We go like that still. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. We'll just not go too crazy there. Okay. The other thing that I found when I was down here, and I think it's... Is it this way? No. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing it does. Essentially, it replaces any tool that you might have. And if, by the way, if you have forestry installed in a mod pack, it also doubles as a scoop, which is pretty handy. Let's grab all of this. Oh, good grief. Oh, my goodness. I need to get out of here. There. So it also doubles as a scoop, or it'll hoe the ground for you. Man, it's like an all-in-one tool. The other thing that it does is watch. Hi-ya-ya! Hi-ya-ya! It's also a weapon. So this thing does all kinds of stuff. It slices, it dices, it juliennes. You name it, it takes care of it. I love the atomic disassembler. It's amazing. Let's put that back. So we're just going to go rolling around here a little bit and grab some resources. Why not, right? Just grab a bunch of resources. Okay. Yeah. Lots of coal. Lots of copper. Lots of stuff. There's osmium. There's iron. I mean, we're raking it in left and right. And especially when you're caving, man, this thing is huge because you can just run through a cave and just rake in all the stuff. You don't have to worry about getting too much cobble in your inventory. But you can see that we are definitely taking care of business here in the mine. Anywhere we see resources, we can just vein mine them up, and it's a done deal. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi-ya! You're dead. So, I mean, it's a little bit of an early game grind. Virgil! Oh, my goodness. How about I eat something? Oh, my goodness. Mess around down here, we almost died. Just jibber-jabbering around and mess around with this crazy vein mining thing. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, now, there's something. I don't know where it's at. I thought it was there. Wow. Are you going to come down here and get tore up, guy? You're dead. Oh, he gave me a bow. Soulbound. Nice. Anyway, I wanted to show you one more thing down in here, and now we need to go upstairs and get going. I mean, I could do this forever, and I'm sure you guys could too. I mean, I love this kind of stuff. Alright, but somewhere down here in the mines, I don't know where it was. Maybe it's this. It is this way. Okay, so the opposite direction from where we came down. Right there's a little hole. We came down this way, and I think I spied down here some kind of spawner. Right there. See? I mean, I didn't put that there. So I'm pretty sure we've got some kind of spawner going on over here. I don't know really what kind it is. Looks like a zombie spawner, maybe. No, skeleton spawner. Oh, no. That is not ideal. Let's put this in here. And let's put this, like, down. Oh, my goodness. I am in a little bit of trouble here. Okay. Let's just get ourselves healed back up here. There, let's just chill out here a minute and get ourselves healed back up. Okay. So now we're in here. Oh, hey, wait. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was really close to you, guy. All right. Now, I want to put down a torch, but I don't want to risk breaking this thing. So we'll put torches like this. Light this place up a little bit so maybe we can get rid of spawns. Let's see what's in here. Junk. I mean, some saddles. Maybe we might take the bucket. Rest of that I'm not too worried about. So this is a nice skeleton spawner, though. I mean, we can use it for stuff, right? If we ever decide we want to do that. I just happen to see that guy down there. That's amazing. I love it. Put these back over here. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's just grab whatever ores we can on the way out. Oh man, I could do this for like the next 5 days. Episode 27. We're still in the mines mining. Not that we really need that many of these resources quite yet, but we want to get wind power going today because that's going to revolutionize our setup around here. Because what it'll do is it'll enable us to produce things without worrying about feeding coal into all these different machines all the time, or in that heat generator. Hello? Okay, yeah. Okay. There we go. I mean, we got tons of resources. Look, a bunch of copper. Yeah. So definitely, one thing I guess that is, interesting to remember, or at least think about, is that... Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime. That's okay. I hear bad noises. And my atomic disassembler is now off my bar. Let's get up here and get in the house. We'll sleep through the night. Yeah, look. You can see right there is where I was shot by a skeleton. But yeah, there's all my messing around with the thing before I started recording. Anyway, that's super cool. All right, now it's daytime. That's exactly what we need. All right, now, wind power time. I made another chest, by the way, between the episodes, and I've just been putting stuff like cobble and gravel and andesite and sand. These are just for regular blocks, right? And then in here is the goodie chest. So I'm going to put all of that stuff in there. Here's all. Oh, that goes somewhere else. Yep, so we can put all that stuff in there. We need to do a little bit more with some storage, that's for sure. We'll put that stuff in there. This, I think, can go in here. Okay, so while we were down in the mines messing around and playing with our atomic disassembler, which I'm going to put in my #1 slot, I'm going to get rid of this. That's a zombie down there. Maybe I won't get rid of this just yet. Do I have any space in here? No. Here. Can I just, throw you away? Steel sword. Steel sword. Okay. I smelted up a bunch of resources, so some steel and some gold ingots, because we need to make a couple things along with that same thing. Here, are these guys dying? Is that guy dying? I don't know. Maybe above me? Okay. So to make wind generator, we need a couple things. So we're going to need 2 energy tablets, and those require 2 of these enriched alloys, which we already know how to make. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is just that, okay? So if we want to make 2 of these wind generators, we're going to need 10 enriched alloys. Now the question is, do I have 10? I do not. Okay, let's take this, put this in the enrichment chamber, like so. We'll configure this guy and say... out. This is out. Yeah, and we'll use the power that's stored in there. Just 80,000 RF. Not very much, but that should be enough to get us what we need there. Let's grab our first little bit of iron, and we'll get that smelted up, and then we'll start the other guy up and running. Let's get some coal. And we'll put that in there. And we'll get more as it comes out. So that's 6. And we'll just let it go. So we just need 1 piece of coal, or 1 piece of iron, really. So we could go over here and grab these, and then we can grab 10 pieces of redstone. These are going to go into the metallurgic infuser. It's empty, right? So we're going to go that, and we're going to go like that, and we're going to make all of these guys. We already have the osmium. It's not a problem. And this is going to be super easy as soon as that's done. As soon as that process is done. How's this doing? We are going to have to use our heat generator a little bit more. You can also feed this thing things like buckets of lava. Definitely work. Yeah, I mean, you could do that if you would like to. No reason why you can't. So that's one solution that you could use for the heat generator. You could take a tank or something into the nether or into a big lava pool like down in that ravine and just rake in all the goods. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let me put these over here. Get these smelting up. Yeah, get that rolling. And how long is this going to take? It's going to take a few minutes. I want to make sure that we have plenty of time. So let me go off camera just real quick. And I'm going to make these guys. And then I'm also going to make this. Which is just a piece of redstone and an osmium ingot in the metallurgic infuser. And once that's done, I'll make 2 of those. And when I'm done with that, I'll bring you back. We'll put together these wind generators. And then we'll go hook them up. So I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Just took a few seconds to get that done. I have all the pieces parts now. I've got these, and I have a little bit of iron. Oh, I'm hoping I have enough iron. What are we making? We're making wind power. So let's go ahead and get this done. So we're gonna need 6 osmium ingots, and then the rest of these pieces parts. I have a bunch of gold in my inventory. We're gonna need that as well. Let's grab 6 of these. And now let's see if we can't make... We should be able to make 4 of these as soon as we get some redstone. There we go. Grab some redstone. We should be able to make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we should now be able to make 1 of those. You'll notice that these don't click in very good. It's because these things, they don't stack. So now we have 2 wind generators. The only other thing that we're going to need is some more basic universal cable, and that's so we can run power from up top here. That's where we're going to put these down into our little hidey hole base thing. So let's go, and we should be able to make these. And I made 14 pieces of steel because I'm not sure exactly how many we need. So there's 56, and I think we have another one there. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Now, the good thing about this process is this guy, we don't need him anymore. He can go away. And I think what we're going to do I have some... Let's put him... I'm going to stick him over here. Let's grab some dirt. I do not like options. Sounds. Hostile creatures. How about you just turn down a little bit, spider? You're making me crazy with all your messing around. Okay, so let's get our deal out here, and we're going to go straight up. Oh, that's like nowhere. I thought it was going to be further than that. Alright, that's cool. Let's go and put this guy... Get rid of some of these trees up here. Just clean them out. Hiya! You're dead instantly. Okay. And I think up here is probably cool. I mean, so one thing about these wind generators that you may or may not... No! Hiya! Oh! I mean, you may know... Oh my goodness, that was so close. I thought we were dead. Is the higher they go up, the better they perform. So I don't know. We're on Y level 84. I don't know if there's an upper limit to them. One of you guys might know, and you can leave a comment in the comment section just to let people know what the deal is. But I do know that the higher these are, the better they perform. So they produce more power if they're up higher. I guess, you know, the winds up high are better. I don't know. Okay, all these trees should be going away. Yeah. All right, and then let's turn this thing to fast mode. And we'll just smooth off the top of this a little bit. Oh, is this where I came in? No. I don't know where I came into this thing. Now we need to go down and bust another hole and figure it out. How are we going to get down? Let's grab up all these resources, though. Let's, well, we could leave that guy there. How do I get back down? Did that guy just poison me? Yes. Got a little bit of glowstone. want to put this thing on normal mode. Alright, so that's where this thing comes out. We do have a little bit extra. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to expand our little cliff, make it a little bit higher. Why not? Let's eat something. Man, if something like comes out of the bushes or something, we're dead. Let's give ourselves a nice little platform here. Okay. Alright, so there's our spot. That's where the power is going to go down. Now, if I remember correctly, I want to put these... Well, I do want to put these over here where we can actually see them. These are really cool. They look really small in our inventory, but watch this. Come on, man. You have to love it. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, split them up like that. Look at that. Love that. Alright, so the power on these guys comes out right here. I think we should have enough. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is... I want to put this thing on slow for just a second. It's crazy. And then I want to dig down. Okay. Alright, so we'll take our cable. So this thing's filling up pretty quickly. We run this down like this. We're going to run this over there. And this guy can... Oh, no. You can... And if we click on this little thing in the middle, it'll tell us. So... I don't really know what it's producing. I don't know. We'll have to come back and see after we get it hooked up to what we're going to... We're going to hook it up to that power cell thing down there. So we need to go like this, this, and that. There we go. So that should be working now. And then I just want to cover up these cables just so we don't have to worry about seeing them. Make it look nice. We already have that little issue. That's the only thing that I don't really love about these power cells. And a lot of Mekanism machines have like a specific area where... Oh, please don't shoot me. I don't want to die. Oh, I'm going to die up here. I knew it. We got to get some better armor. Like ASAP. Let's sleep through this night. Good grief. They sound really cool. You can hear them. Oh, man. There's like one of those little baby skeletons. Please don't come over here and shoot me, guy. Okay, we need to climb back up somehow. Oh, I kept my bow because it was soulbound. That's interesting. I love that. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna... Oh, it's right here. Okay, good. There. Get all our goodies back. Okay. Let's just finish out putting the rest of this like that. Covering that up. Oh, those things are so cool. Wait till we end the episode. And they're down there looking awesome. Yeah, we definitely need some better armor. And we just need to find out how to get down. Okay. And now we should be able to climb up here. And we just need to hook up the rest of this. I think what we want to do is we want to move... we want to go here and remove that. Okay? And then I want to take this guy here. And we're going to put him... we're just going to put him like that. And make sure that this is set to go... Yeah, in on the sides, and you can see that it's filling up. It's filling up in a hurry, too. We're producing a fair amount of power. And then we can hook up this guy like this and say he is site config output down. So now this guy right here is running all of these machines for us. And, I mean, obviously they're not running at the moment, but it's filling up. Now, before we're done here, I want to see if I can make an improved energy cube. I want to make the next tier of energy cube, which is the advanced one. So while we were up there messing around and dying, I made 8 more of these. Okay, let's unload some items from our inventory. That would be amazing if we didn't have all this stuff like clogging up the works around here. Can I put some of this stuff away? Okay. That's really not where any of that stuff just went, but it is what it is. Okay, so if I want to make this advanced energy cube, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and then I need a couple osmium ingots. So 1, 2. Let's make these guys first. These dudes. 1, 2, and then we can make. Oh, we just need this. And it doesn't matter if this thing has power in it. Don't worry. You can break them, and they keep their power, right? So this guy has 1,000,000 joules in him right now, and now we should be able to. We might have to like hand. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it by hand, which is fine. 1 here, 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 here. These guys like this. An energy tablet here, an energy tablet there, and now we get an advanced energy cube that still has 1.8 million joules in it. And we'll just stick this guy down like that, and we'll make sure that this side is input, this side is going to be output, this can be whatever, and now we have the ability to store a whole lot more. Now I want to go, if I can, before we end this episode, there might be even one more thing I want to make. I don't know where we're at as far as length is concerned. I think we're sort of coming up near the end. You know, I've been really trying hard to keep these right around 30 minutes in length. Sometimes they will be, sometimes they won't. It's kind of the way it is. But that's always my goal. Okay, so now that we're pouring all the power out of these things that we possibly can, and we're putting them in that energy cube, let's see what he's making. Producing 176 joules per tick. Yeah. So 70, so let's say 70 RF a tick is what it's producing. And the max output that we can do is 384. And this has an internal buffer of 80,000. So it'll fill up, right? This thing will fill up for sure. And this thing's probably producing the same amount. Yeah, just right around the same amount of RF per tick. So that's pretty good. Yeah? So just with those two little guys right there, we were able to get about 140 RF a tick, which is exactly what we want. And we may come up and add like a third one in here. And this would be a good location to add it because, you know, we're good. But the best part of this whole change is now we can just go crazy and process all. We can ore double all of these ores. I want to look at one more machine that'll just make some of that process a little bit easier since we have a spot here on our power grid. And obviously we've got more basic universal cable that we can do whatever we want to there. So here's the enrichment chamber. Let's go in and edit his config, and he's going to output to the left. That's exactly what we want. Yeah? Okay. And now I can make, there's a furnace. What is it? It's smelter? What is it with Mekanism? No. Mekanism. I can never remember the name of the, not the factory. Maybe it is that. Yeah? Okay. So we need... Oh, no. Energized smelter. That's what we need to make. So oh, my goodness. That's going to be a huge recipe. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow and we'll make that guy. Yep, that sounds like a good call. There is one other machine that I would like to make, and it's not really even a machine, but I can put this in here like this, and I can then take like an entire stack of iron ore, and I can start enriching that and doubling it. And then we can make the energized smelter tomorrow, and we can take it from there. And we can do all this kind of stuff if we wanted to. Okay, there is one more thing that I would like to make today, and it's called the Configurator. So we're gonna need do I even have the iron? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Is that what that was? Yep. And I have the gold. Okay, and then I need 1, 2, 3. Well, that'll work. So we go in here, the metallurgic infuser. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those go in. Those go in. We'll make these guys, and then We just need gold and redstone. Okay. And then a little bit of lapis, which we should have somewhere. Yeah. Not a whole lot of lapis. A little bit. It's okay. See, this thing's going to be ore doubling, and we're going to have... I wonder, while we're just waiting for stuff here, wait for some of that stuff to cook up, let's see if we can actually set this thing to auto input. I don't know if this is actually going to work. We'll see. What is in there? Iron. Will it automatically input it? No, we're gonna. So I could put a hopper if I wanted to. Let's just leave it like that for now. We'll come back and we'll figure out a way to get items to automatically go through our ore processing center. If we can get that done, that'll be pretty amazing. There's probably 2 machines that we want to make tomorrow. Are these guys done? They are. Okay. And we're also going to need a stick. Alright, we're good. So, if we go and make our tablet, like so. Oh, we made... Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. But, you know what we could do is we could take one of these tablets and stick it in here and let him fill up. Yeah. Alright, that means we're going to need 2 more pieces of iron. Man, that was about the end of our iron. That was not very smart. Sometimes shift-click is not your friend. And then we just need this. Okay, then we have all this stuff. We just need to get those 2 done. By the way, we can start looking at maybe some upgrades now that we've got a little bit more decent power. I mean, we're doing pretty good. Yeah. Now I wonder... Will this thing charge from that? Can I do like this, maybe? No. I guess not. Here, let's just dump it. Let's dump it back in here. Why not? Okay. Are these done? Yes. Okay. So we need to make the configurator, which should be like that and like that, right? Now, the configurator is essentially the machine or the tool that is used to do all kinds of stuff. So if you like mouse over this, like if we shift, was it shift scroll? So you shift and scroll your middle mouse wheel, and it switches to all the different types of things, like items, wrench. So right now it's on wrench mode. And let's say we didn't want this guy, we could shift, right click, and break it instantly. So it works kind of like the crescent wrench from thermal expansion. Works like a dream. And I think it works on more stuff than maybe just mechanism machines. Yeah, just mechanism machines. But that works pretty good. So, and then we'll talk about other things that we can do with this thing. Like you can set these cables to do things with the configurator. It's pretty awesome. Man, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. We did some cool stuff in this episode. One is we got to get our atomic disassembler out and take it for a ride. 2, we built 2 windmills and have gotten ourselves, about 140 RF a tick out of those 2 guys. Passive, just sitting up there chilling, doing their deal. And obviously we will have the resources to make more of those if we so desire. And we may. That might be a good passive power source for a little bit here in the episode, because we really need to start expanding this base and building some more mechanism machines. And then, of course, last but not least, we built a configurator, and we built ourselves an advanced storage cube to hold 8 million joules of power, which is awesome. So until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my One Man, One Mod series, where we're not doing it in the right place. Oh, man, Benny was going to be getting all up on me. That's for sure. Hold on, Benny. I got you, man. I got you. And plus, I want to see those windmills up there. Let's go over here and say... That's our first major base update. So until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my One Man, One Mod series, where we're trying to learn everything that we can about Mekanism, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.